Good morning everyone, myself Prince Kumar from class 9. I have present here to present my presentation on chapter 2 is matter around us pure. Topic which will cover in this chapter are pure substance. In pure substance, tendon effect, physical change and chemical change. First topic of our presentation is matter, and its first classification is pure substance. Pure substance is classified as element and compound. All those substances having single particles is called element. And when two or more elements are chemically combined together, then that is known as compound. There are three ways to classify elements. First one is metal. Second is non-metal, and third is metallite. Impure substance is also known as mixture. We divide impure substance into two parts: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. We divide homogeneous mixture in one part, that is solution, and heterogeneous mixture in two parts, that is fluids and suspension. First, after that we will know about pure substance. If a substance contains a single particle, then that will be known as pure substance. For example, iron, gold, hydrogen, water, etc. But in our language, if we say that milk is pure, then we thought that we have not added any extra amount of water in actual milk. But this is not in chemistry. In chemistry language, if we say that any substance is pure, then we thought that substance is formed of only a single particle. Now we will study about classification of pure substance. When I was giving example of pure substance, then you had noticed that I said gold and water. Where you notice that gold was a single particle, but water was formed due to two particles, oxygen and hydrogen. Here you will know why that are two different elements. A substance having single particles is known as element, and if two or more substances are chemically combined, then that is known as compound. Example of element are gold, iron, oxygen, etc. Example of compound are water, carbon dioxide, etc. A sign. In our chemistry, there are 118 elements, out of which 92 elements occur naturally in our surrounding. But 11 of it are in gaseous state. We all know that most of the element in our surrounding is in solid form. But we also know that chemistry is all about exception. And so for this mercury and bromine are two elements which are not found in solid form. Out of 118 elements, 20 elements are non-metal and 7 are metallite. Characteristics of metal. Metal are malleable. It means we can convert metal into thin sheet. Metal are ductile. It means we can convert metal into thin wire. Metal are lustrous. It means metal are shiny. Metal are found mainly in silver glacier, except gold and copper. At room temperature, metal are in solid form. But when room temperature is reached, then metal are good conductor of electricity. Now we will learn about non-metal. Non-metal are may label ductile or sonorous. Sonorous means if we apply to metal, then it will not produce any sound. Non-metal are bad conductor of electricity. It means except graphite, all non-metal are good conductor of electricity. Non-metal are found in all three forms: solid, liquid, and gas. Metallite. If an element have both feature of metal and non-metal, then that is known as metallite. Example: silicon, boron, arsenic, etc. Impure substance. Except pure substance in our surrounding, impure substance also exist. When two or more substances mix randomly and chemical reaction between them does not occur, then that mixture is known as impure mixture. Example: air, sugar solution, water, milk, blood, etc. Properties of a mixture. A mixture has variable proportion of constituents. Difference between compound and mixture. Compound are pure substance, but mixture are not pure substance. Compound are chemically combined, but mixture are not chemically combined. The particles ratio of compound are fixed, but the ratio of mixture are not fixed. Impure substance. Any substance containing two or more particles without any chemical reaction, then that is known as impure substance. We divide impure substance into two parts: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. If a mixture contains uniform composition throughout its composition, then that is known as homogeneous mixture. Example: sea water, solution of salt, solution of sugar and water, etc. Some properties of homogeneous mixture. All solutions are homogeneous mixture. Its size is, the particle size of homogeneous mixture are less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer means 10 to the power minus 9. It has no substantial effect, means the particles of homogeneous mixture are too small which can't scatter light. LY are example of homogeneous mixture. LY are found when two or more substances mix together. Its constituents cannot be separated by using simple process. Our next topic is homogeneous mixture. Mixture which do not have uniform composition throughout is called homogeneous mixture. Characteristics of homogeneous mixture. Except solution and Y, all mixture are heterogeneous mixture. Its constituent particles are present ununiformly. Means if we take some mixture from upper part, then its composition will be different, and if we take some mixture of it from base part, then its composition will be different. In heterogeneous mixture, two or more phases are present. It means if we will see a heterogeneous mixture, then we will see two parts of it. It shows Tyndall effect. It shows Tyndall effect because its particles are too large which can scatter light. Solution. A homogeneous mixture of two or more substances is called solution. Type of solution. There are 5 types of solution in our surrounding. That are solid solution, solid liquid solution, liquid solution, liquid gas solution or gas, and gas solution. Solid solution. Solution of 2 or more solid is known as solid solution. Example: Elva. Solid liquid solution. Solution of liquid and a solid is known as solid liquid solution. For example, sea water. Liquid solution. Solution of 2 or more miscible liquid is known as liquid solution. Example: vinegar. Miscible liquid means a liquid which can mix in another liquid. Liquid gas solution. Solution of a gas and liquid is known as liquid gas solution. Example: soft drink. When we open soft drink, then we hear a sound, that is gas releasing from mixture. Solution. Gas solution. Solution of 2 or more gases is known as gas solution. Example: air. Air is a solution of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. Concentration of solution. Amount of solute present in a solution is known as conservation. Concentration of a solution. Saturated solution. If a solution can't dissolve any more solute at a given temperature, then that is known as saturated solution. Unsaturated solution. If a solution can dissolve more solute, then that is known as unsaturated solution. Factor affecting saturation of a solution are temperature and pressure. If we will increase the temperature of a solution, then its solubility will increase, and if we will increase the pressure on a solution, then its solubility will decrease. Third is an aqueous solution. When water is taken as solvent for a solution, then that is known as aqueous solution. Supersaturated solution. A condition of the solution when no more solute can be dissolved, then that is known as supersaturated solution. In this solution, the amount of solute is more than its solubility. What is solubility? The amount of solute dissolved in per 100 ml of a liquid, that is known as solubility. Colloidal solution. A heterogeneous solution in which the particle size is between 1 and 100 nanometer is known as colloidal solution. There are 2 parts of colloidal solution. First one is dispersed phase and second one is dispersing medium. Dispersed phase are the solid particle present in colloid, and dispersing medium is a solvent particle present in colloid. Tyndall effect. If a solution, mixture or anything particles scatter light, then Tyndall effect are seen. The picture on a screen, a picture you are seeing on the screen, who was John Tyndall. This was the person who gave us the effect of Tyndall effect. Physical and chemical change. There are 2 types of change in our surroundings: physical and chemical change. When no new substances are formed, then that is known as physical change, and when new substances are formed, then that is known as chemical change. In physical change, mainly shape, size, etc. are changed. In chemical compounds, almost its shape, size, all are changed. Difference between chemical and physical change. In physical change, no new substances are formed. In chemical change, new substances are formed. Physical change are mostly reversible change. It means we can get again that earlier component. In chemical change are known as irreversible change. It means if we had done one time chemical change, then that will can't get again. Physical change, the substance which we get after physical change contain its property of earlier substance, but if we do a chemical change with any substance, then it does not contain properties of earlier substance. Now we will learn about separation technique. We can use simple technique for separating some substance, but for heterogeneous and homogeneous mixture, we have to use some different techniques that are separating, magnetism, dissolving, filtration, evaporation, crystallization, distillation, etc. First we will learn about magnetic separation. When a mixture have any substance that contain magnetic property, then we use magnetic separation technique for separating it. For example, if we had mixed iron particles in rice, and if we want to separate it, then if you do it manually, then we will take more time to do it. To do this process faster, we use magnet, and this is known as magnet separation technique. Second one is centrifugation. If we all know that in our daily surrounding, we eat some products in which lots of cream are used, and we know that simply we can't get cream from milk. For this, to get cream from milk, we use centrifugation process. This works on principle which say that if we rotate this very fastly, then denser particles are forced to settle down and lighter particles come up. Then when we go to check out the amount of platelets, red blood cells in our blood, then this process is also used in this diagnostic laboratory. Simple distillation. In this process, two techniques are used. First, evaporation, and second is condensation. In this process, mixture are kept in a container and that are heated. After that, vapor are condensed, and this is how we use this process. Filtration. When insoluble particles are present in solvent, then we use filtration. In this process, filter paper are used, and that solution passed through filter paper, and insoluble particles become separated. Separating funnel. When two or more immiscible liquid are mixed together, then this technique are used. In this technique, all immiscible liquid are kept in a container. The liquid that have higher density come at the lower, and the liquid which had lesser density come at the top. And after that, behind it separate into different layers, and we can separate it. Second is evaporation. When a solute dissolves in a solvent, then we can use this technique for separating it. For example, if sugar has dissolved in butter, then by evaporating butter, we can get solid form of sugar. Paper chromatography. If we want to check any food, fractional distillation. Fractional distillation works on heating effect. In this process, mixture kept in a container. We all know that all substances do not have a same boiling point. For this, in this process, the substance which have less boiling point evaporate, vaporize first and collected in a burner. And this same process is done with all substances.